Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. In today's video, I'll be doing my Week 18 NFL picks. Also, before we get started, thank you guys for the support on the channel. I know even though we did not reach my goal, I'm still very happy with the support and growth on this channel so far. And yeah, my new goal for the year is 80 subscribers by the end of the year. I feel like with the way this channel has been growing, I feel like we can reach that goal pretty comfortably. And yeah, also, I'm going to play a game with you guys because this is the last week of the season. I want to do something special. You guys can leave your picks for week 18 in the comment section down below. And yeah, the person who gets the most correct will get a shout out in the next video, which will be on Thursday. And yeah, also, sorry for not posting for about a week. I was not able to access my computer because I was spending a lot of time with my family and just with Christmas and everything. And yeah, now I will be on my normal posting schedule, and so yeah, there will not be any more breaks really. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. For Saturday's games, Kansas City and Las Vegas, I'm gonna go Kansas City here. I don't really think there's an upset. I know Las Vegas almost won with Jarrett Stidham, but yeah, I feel like, I mean, Vegas may bench their starters just because there's no point of them really playing them. Um, they're definitely not getting into the playoffs whatsoever. And yeah, Kansas City is definitely going to try and play their best this game. They're still trying to get the number one seed. I feel like they can, but I feel like it's not completely secured yet. So yeah. Anyways, that's why I'm taking Kansas City. Tennessee and Jacksonville, this is the most important game of the season, probably for both teams. This is for them to get into the playoffs. Whichever one wins gets into the playoffs, and whichever one loses does not. I'm a huge Tennessee Titans fan. I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans. I feel like this will be pretty big upset with Josh Dobbs starting at quarterback, but I feel like Tennessee Titans are gonna get some guys back off IR, get some guys back from injury, and they have capability to win this game in Jacksonville. Going into Sunday's games, we have Baltimore and Cincinnati. And yeah, I am going to address the Damar Hamlin injury. I know that happened last night. It was one of the scariest injuries that's ever happened in the history of the National Football League. And yeah, it was just a horrible injury, and I really hope he's okay. And I hope him and his family can recover from that. And yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna go Cincinnati here. Baltimore, I feel like they are gonna get Lamar back, but I feel like Cincinnati can still win even against Lamar. And yeah, Carolina and New Orleans. Um, this is interesting, but I feel like, I'm gonna go Carolina here. I feel like they're starting to bounce back from the beginning of the season where they played horribly. I know Sam Darnold still isn't a great starter, but he's definitely gotten much better as the season has progressed and as he's gotten more starts. So that's why I'm gonna go with Carolina here. Cleveland and Pittsburgh. I'm going to go Pittsburgh. They're still trying to fight into the playoffs, and I feel like with this win, they can possibly get in. I know there's some weird situations going on for them to get into the playoffs, but I feel like they could with this win, and yeah, that's why I'm going to go Pittsburgh here. Houston and Indianapolis, I feel like there's not really a point. I mean, honestly, this isn't going to be a great game at all. I mean, both teams are not getting into the playoffs whatsoever. But yeah, I feel like Houston can win. I know this is a weird pick, but I feel like Houston will win this. Indianapolis and them are kind of in a similar situation. Obviously, Indianapolis is a much better team, but they both have bad quarterbacks and are trying to still figure out the quarterback situation in each of the respective franchises. But yeah, I'm going to go with Houston here. Minnesota and Chicago. I'm gonna go Minnesota. They're still trying to. I mean, they are probably gonna win. They're definitely gonna win the division. But yeah, I feel like Minnesota's gonna win. I know Chicago's been on a big losing streak, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Vikings here. New England and Buffalo. I'm gonna take. This is tough. I'm gonna take New England here. I feel like they can get into the playoffs if they win, and I feel like they can win against the Buffalo Bills. This will be a big upset, but I feel like they can definitely do it. Buffalo will still win the division even with a loss, and yeah, I feel like Buffalo's probably gonna bench their starters. Maybe they might still try and get a higher seed, but I feel like New England can win. The Jets and Miami Dolphins. I feel like the Miami Dolphins are going to win this. They're still trying to get second place in the division against the Patriots. I know they did lose against them, but yeah, I feel like they have to win this game, and there's going to be a bunch of scenarios having to go down for them to still get in. But yeah, I feel like Miami can win this. Tampa Bay and Atlanta. Tampa Bay has won the division, so yeah, they're probably going to bench their starters, but anyways, I'm just going to go Atlanta. With them benching their starters, I feel like they're not going to be good enough to beat Atlanta when they're playing their backups. And yeah, I feel like Atlanta will win. Arizona and San Francisco. Um, I'm just going to go San Francisco. I mean, there's no chance, in my opinion, that Arizona even gets close to winning. And yeah, that's why I'm taking San Francisco. I know that's a blunt pick, but I feel like there's not really a point. I mean, there definitely is a point in them playing, but I don't really. Arizona, in my opinion, doesn't even have a chance of winning. San Francisco has the best defense in the league, probably by far the best defense. And yeah, I feel like they're just gonna win without a doubt. Dallas and Washington. I know Dallas is still trying to win the division against the Eagles. With Jalen Hurts being out, they've definitely struggled with Gardner Minshew at quarterback. But yeah, I'm gonna go Dallas here. I mean, I feel like with this win, they could win the division. But yeah, I'm gonna go Dallas here. And yeah, I know Washington is out of the playoffs, which really sucks for them. I wanted them to get in the playoffs really badly, but yeah, I feel like the Cowboys have a pretty good chance at winning this. The Chargers and Denver Broncos. Even with the Nathaniel Hackett firing, they got very close to beating. They got very close to winning last week, and yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna go with it. Maybe the Chargers have secured a playoff spot, and yeah, I feel like they could try and get a higher seed if they wanted, if they really wanted to. And I think they will try and do that. So I'm gonna take the Chargers here. And yeah, the Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks here. They're still trying to get to the playoffs, and I really hope they do. I'm a big fan of their team. I love the story with Geno Smith bouncing back and truly becoming a top, in my opinion, a top 10 quarterback this year. And yeah, that's why I'm going to take them beating the LA Rams. The Giants and Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles here. They have to win this game to try and win the division. And yeah, I feel like they're going to do their best to. And yeah, so I'm going to take the Eagles. The Lions and Packers. This is a really interesting game for both teams. But I really hope I want the Lions to win, but I feel like maybe the Green Bay Packers could win this, but I'm gonna go with the Lions. I'm a bigger fan of their team. I like how young the team is. Their team is full of a bunch of really good young players who are definitely have a ton of talent, and I'm a big fan of the way their team is built. So yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, see you guys.